Hey dude, I just read this awesome allegory. You should check it out.
Is it like one of those things that live in the Everglades with sharp teeth?
No dude, that's an alligator. What grade are you in again?
Oh, my bad. So what's an alligator?
Allegory.
Allegory.
I'm glad you asked. An allegory is a demonstrative form of representation, explaining meaning.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Slow down there, Hemingway. You're gonna need to translate from your nerd language.
Whatever. An allegory is basically a story that explains a meaning other than what it actually says. It uses symbols to represent what is clearly written on the page.
This is confusing. You mean sometimes an author writes one thing, but means something completely different?
In a way, yes. The author's writing alone holds its own merits, but you can't actually appreciate the true meaning until you connect it with the reference the author is trying to make.
Connecting? Sounds like a lot of work.
Some allegories are pretty blatant as to the reference. However, others can be more subtle. Sometimes allegories aren't even entire stories. They can be used as individual devices to present a smaller idea, principle, or meaning.
Well, hell! I feel like I should have taken Smart Notes to take care of everything in these stories to me.
No way, man. The best part of reading an allegory is making the connections yourself. Remember when we read Animal Farm freshman year? Even though you sound like a 30-year-old.
I'm a pig. Oink, oink. That's a farmer. Let's get him. All animals rise. Oink, oink. Yee-haw. Boo. You actually read that? It's hogwash. Talking animals on a farm? That's a kid's book.
On the surface, you might think so. But George Orwell didn't write for toddlers. Animal Farm is actually an allegory that represents the communist revolution.
The what? Dude, you're insane. It was a bunch of pigs and horses. You're overanalyzing it.
Not true! The pigs represented important communist leaders. The dogs represented the police. The horse represented the working class. All symbols meant to portray an important era in history, but in a convenient setting.
Ah, so that's what Miss Lavelli Who-What-Face was saying. I honestly just thought she was nuts.
There is some method to the madness. Remember Lord of the Flies?
Yeah,
Don't you remember Lord of the Flies?
Lord of the Pies? I do love me some pie.
Lord of the Flies!
Oh, Lord of the Flies. Wait, wasn't that some dumbass book about a bunch of jam boys running on an island?
I have biggest glasses. What? What?
Now do you understand how the Lord of the Flies works as an allegory?
Well, I do believe I recalled Jack basically is like the damn Yankee Northerners, and Piggy is like the Southern farmers.
No. Close. Piggy represents keeping morals and keeping a conscience, whereas Jack gives into his instinct and is careless for those around him.
So, what about that shell that they were blowing?
The conch?
Sure.
The conch shell represents law and order in society, which is needed for its maintenance.
Well, I do believe that is important in society. Well, now, what about those fire-cracking glasses that fat pig had?
Piggy's glasses represents hope for mankind, and it shows technological progress.
I do declare I'm starting to understand this. So I believe I do understand the symbolism of the characters and some of the objects, but how is this story really an allegory?
The whole story represents the breakdown of society with the loss of law and order, such as when the conch breaks, then all order is lost, and then everyone will eventually go to Jack's side, and everyone will become chaotic and instinctual. You ever seen that movie Avatar?
Now, I do believe I saw that movie in 3D IMAX. Now, I believe that has the purple Marines fighting those blue tribe spear chuckers, and the tree the size of Fort Sumter.
Right. You know what? Did you know that was an allegory?
Said a who what now? What?
Take my holy tree.
We need it. It's important resources.
Oh damn.
Boom. The tree is mine. Or what?
Do you see the allegory in Avatar?
Now, I do reckon, and I do declare, that the Avatar movie is a direct representation of the colonization of North and South America by the Europeans upon how they threw the natives out of their humble abodes and took over their land, took their resources, and just wiped them all out.
I can't believe he actually gets it.
Reading these allegories really do make me stop and think.
They helped make it easier to understand difficult subjects through the use of symbols.
They can also send a message to the reader, helping them make connections to the text.
They often exaggerate a subject so that the reader can make further connections with the story. And like these videos,
These allegories are truly memorable!
And just like this video,
These allegories... I think
Right.
so. But George Orwell didn't write the Toddler's Animal Farm.
Lord of the Pies? I do love pie. Lord of the Pies? I do love pie.
Well, each of the characters... Remember Lord of the Flies?
Lord of the Pies? I do love pie.
It's Lord of the Flies, Ethan.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
You silly goose.
Okay.
Nonsense. No, a book about a bunch of mother clucking jam is like the Southerners.
No! Have you ever seen the movie Avatar?
Well, yes. Isn't that the movie with the powerful Marines fighting the blue peoples and the tree the size of Fort Sumter?
Yes.
Well, okay. I believe that's the movie with the sorry.
They,
It's clearly written on the page, dude. Fuck, okay, after that.